Electric power generation by non-conventional method. Non-conventional energy source. Non-conventional energy generated by using wind, tide, solar, geothermal, heat, and biomass, including farms and animal waste, is known as non-conventional energy. All these sources are renewable, inexhaustible, and do not cause environmental pollution. Merit of non-conventional over conventional source of energy: provide more energy, reduce security risk associated with the use of nuclear energy, reduce pollutants, less running and maintenance cost, never destroyed despite the high initial investment and several limitations. Use of solar energy to meet our never increasing energy demand seem to be the only answer. Greenhouse effect and global warming is avoided. Less environment problems. Demerit of non-conventional over conventional sources of energy. Many non-conventional sources are still in their infant stage and require a lot of development effort. The usage of solar energy is completely a very gentle minute operation. Cadmium is used in fabricating thin film solar cell, which is the both poisonous and radioactive, but it is very small quantity of cadmium is released from discarded PV plants. Carbon dioxide produced while forming silicon from silica, increasing atmospheric temperature, high intel cost, less reliables and efficiency cannot used for base load demand. Biogas power generation, the method of generating the electrical energy by using biogas termed as biogas power generation. Biogas Biogas is a good fuel. Biomass like animal excreta, vegetables waste and seeds undergo decomposition in the absence of oxygen in biogas plant and form a mixture of gases. The mixture is the biogas. It means constituent is methane. This is used a fuel for cooking and lighting. Aerobic, and anaerobic bioconversion process. There are family three aerobic and anaerobic bioconversion process for the biomass energy application. There are bioproducts converting biomass into chemical for making product that typical are made from petroleum. Biofuels converting biomass into liquid fuels for transportation. Biopower burning biomass directly converting into a gaseous fuel oil to generate electricity. Properties of biogas. The main properties of biogas are comparatively simple and can be produced easily, burn without smoke and does not leave any ash as residues. Residues, household waste and bio-waste can be disposed of useful and in a healthy manner. Reduce the use of wood and to certain extent prevents deforestation. The slurry from the biogas plant is excellent manner. Biogas plant technology and status. The important part of biogas plant are the tank where biomass undergoes decomposition, digester. The tank where biomass is mixed with water, mixing tank. The tank where slurry of biomass is located, outflow tank, arrangement to storage gas. Due to the action of bacteria in the absence of oxygen, biogas is produced in the plant. This is collected in the tank in the Gas holder type plant, the cylindrical rises up as the gas fill the tank and the storage capacity increasing. The gas storage capacity of dome type will be less than that of gas holder type. Residues of biomass slurry can be used as good manner. Biogas plants are built in several sizes, small 0.5 meter square per day to every large 2500 meter cube per day. Accordingly, the configuration are simple to complex. Biogas plants are mainly classified into following two types: continuous type and batch type, drum type and dome type. Continuous type biogas plant delivers the biogas continuously and is fed with the biomass regularly. Continuous type biogas plant is of two type: single stage continuous type biogas plant, यानी in such a plant phase 1 acid formation and phase 2 methanation are carried out the same chamber without barrier. Such plants are simple, economical, easy to operate and control. These plants are generally preferred for simple and medium sized biogas plant. Single stage plants have lesser rate of gas production than the two stage plant. Two-stage continuous type biogas plant. In such a plant, phase 1 acid formation and phase 2 methane formation take place in separate chambers. The plant produces more biogas in the given time than the single stage plant. However, the process is complex and the plant costly, difficult to operate and maintain. Two-stage plant is prepared for large biogas plant system. Batch type biogas plant. The infed biomass is fed in batches with large time interval between two consecutive batch. One batch of biomass in feed is given sufficient retention time in the digester 30 to 50 days. After completion of digestion, the reduce is emptied and the fresh charge is fed. The fresh combust charge may be subjected to aeration of in nitrogenation after feeding, and then the digester covers are closed to the digestion process. Thereafter, the biogas is derived from the digester after 10 to 15 days. Fermentation continues for 30 to 50 days. Silent features: the batch type biogas plant deliver gas intermittently and not continuously. Batch type biogas plant may have several digester reactors which are fed in a sequential manner and discharges in a sequential manner to obtain output biogas continuously. Batch type biogas plants have longer digestion time and are therefore more suitable for material which are difficult for anaerobic digestion, harder, fibrous biomass. Batch type biogas plant need initial seeding to start then anaerobic formation. Batch type biogas plant need initial seeding to start the anaerobic fermentation. Batch type biogas plant need to larger volume of the digester accommodated large volume of the batch, hence initial cost is higher. Operation and maintenance is relatively more complex. Batch type biomass plant need well organized and planned feeding. Such plants are preferred by European farmers. Such plants are not yet popular in India. Fixed dome type digester pictures one given that this is the biomass, waters and cooling chamber, biogas, slurry, mixing tank and outflow tank, digester. Fixed dome type. In the fixed dome type digester biogas plant. The digester and gas collector gas dome are enclosed in the same chamber. This type of construction is suitable for batch type biogas plant. The digester is conventionally built at or below ground level in completely cooler zone. The construction of the digester is with locally available material like brick and terracotta. The pressure inside the digester increases as the biogas is liberated. The biogas gets collected in the upper portion of digester in a dome-shaped cavity. The outlet pipe is provided at the top of the fixed dome. Alternatively, the gas collector gas holder is separately installed chamber. The digester tank and gas collector chamber are separated by a water seal tank. The arrangement of separator gas collector is prepared at the tapping of gas from gas holder does not affect the pressure and the digestion process in the main digester. The water seal tank prevents the return of the gas from the gas collector of digester chamber. An additional displacement chamber may be provided for providing space to displacement slurry in the digester due to gas pressure in the upper dome of the fixed type digester. The fixed dome type digester can be fed on daily basic with a small quantity of slurry. The excess slurry in the digester get accommodated in the displacement chamber. The level of the slurry in the main digester and the displacement collector can vary accordance with the pressure and volume of the biogas in the fixed type of dome. The pressure in the fixed dome and the displacement gas collector are almost the same as they are connected by the outlet from the main digester. Floating a gas holder type pictures though that this is the called of biomass water and this is the biogas and this is slurry outer flow tank and digester floating gas holder type. In this design, a dome made floats above the slurry in the digester. In the picture 2, the digester tank is of cylindrical masonry construction. The floating dome is of a fabricated steel construction. The dome guide shaft provides the axial guide to the floating dome. As the gas is collected in the sliding bearing provides smooth sliding surface and guide to the floating dome. The gas generated in the slurry gets collected in the dome and the dome arises. The water seal tank provides separation between the gas in the dome and the outlet gas. Electricity generation plant. Generating plant generating plants fueled by biomass uses conventional steam turbine as used in thermal power station with modification to the combustion chamber and fuel handling system to handle the nuclear fuels. The schematics arrangement in pictures in figure 3. The pictures given a 3. This is the pollution control and exhaust gases, water, pumps and steam condenser. This is the cooling water, steam valve, steam boiler, combustion chamber, biomass and steam turbine. And this is the AC power. And this is the speed control, the electricity generation powered by biomass. Cogeneration. Because of the poor energy conversion efficiencies of biomass fuel, practical generating system often employ a coal generation to achieve reasonable utilization of the generating plant. Environmental issues. Though while biomass crops provide an environmental friendly fuel source for generating electrical energy, the land used for disposing the slurry yani waste may be better employed for cultivation. Micro hydropower generation. Micro हाइडल पावर जनरेशन यानी कि माइक्रो हाइडल पावर MHP. The method of generating electrical power by using low head of a small flow rate of water is termed as micro hydel power generation. Small scale micro hydropower is both an efficient and reliable of energy most of time. However, there are certain disadvantages that should be considered before construction a small hydropower system. With the right research and skill, micro hydro can be excellent method or harnessing renewable energy from small streams. Advantage: efficient energy source. It only take a small flow rate of water as little as 2 gallons per minute या head as low as 2 feet to generate the electricity with micro hydro. The reliable electricity source hydro produce a continuous supply of electrical energy in comparison to other small scale renewables technology. The peak energy region is during the winter months when the large quantities of electricity are required. No reservoir required. Microhydro is considered to function as run-of-river stream, meaning that the water passing through the generator is directed back into the stream with relatively little impact on the surrounding ecology. Cost-effective energy solution. Building a small-scale hydropower system can cost less amount depending on site, electricity requirements and location. Maintenance costs are relatively small in comparison to other technologies. Power developing countries, power developing countries, because of the low cost versatility micro hydro, the developing countries can adopt and implement the technology to the help supply much needed electricity to small communities and villages. Integrated with the local power grid. If your site produces a large amount of excess energy, some power companies will buy back your electricity overflow. Suitable site characteristics required in order to take full advantage of electrical potential of a small stream. A suitable site is needed. Factors to consider and distance from the power source to the location where energy is required, stream size including flow rate, output and heat, inverter batteries, controller, transmission line and pipelines. Disadvantage: energy expansion not possible. The size and flow of a small stream may be restrict the future site expansion as the power demand increases. Low power in the summer months. In location, stream size will fluctuate seasonally. During the summer months, there will likely to be less flow and therefore less power output. Advanced planning and research will be needed to ensure adequate energy requirements are met. Environmental impact: the ecological impact of a small scale hydro should be minimal. Stream water will be diverted away from portion of the stream and proper caution must be exercised to ensure there will be no damaging impact on the local ecology or civil infrastructure. Micro hydroelectric system basic component. Here are some brief description of the common equipment used in grid, interior and off-grid micro hydroelectric system. The basic component of the system may vary well, where all flowing equipment is not necessary for every system. Intake pipe, intake, pipeline, turbine controls, pump यानी dump load. Battery bank, metering Main DC connected inverter AC breaker panel. इंटेक होता क्या है? तो इंटेक जो होता है, intake can be simple as a screened box submerged in the water source of they can involve a complete damming of the stream. The goal is to divert drifts and air-free water into a pipeline, effectively getting the water into the system. Pipeline is a critical issue that often does not get enough attention. Poorly designed intake often does not get enough attention. Poorly designed intake often become the focus of maintenance and repair effort for hydroelectrical system. Pipeline. The most hydro turbines require at least a short run of pipe to bring the water to machine, and some turbines require piping to move water away from it. The length can vary widely depending on the distance between source and the turbine. The pipeline diameter may be range from 1 inch to 1 foot or more, and must be large enough to handle the design flow. Losses due to friction need to minimize to maximize energy available for conversion into electricity. Turbine. The turbine converts energy, the water, into electricity. Many types of turbine are available, so it's is important to match the machines to sites condition for head and flow. Controls. The function of charge control in a hydro system is equivalent to turning on load to absorb excess energy. Battery-based micro hydro system require charge controller to prevent the overcharging of the batteries. Controllers generally send excess energy to secondary damp load, such as an air water heater. Unlike a solar electric controller, a micro hydro system controller does not disconnect the turbine from batteries. This could create a voltage that are higher than some components can withstand, cause the turbine to overspeed, which could result in dangerous and damaging over voltage. Damp load. A damp load an electrical resistance heater that must be sized to handle to full generating capacity of the micro hydro turbine. Dump load can be air or water heater and are activated by the charge controller whenever the battery grid cannot expect the energy being produced to prevent damage to the system. The excess energy is shunted to the damp load when necessary. Battery bank. By using reversible mechanical reactions, a battery bank provides a way to store the surplus energy when more is being produced than consumed. When the demand increases by beyond what is generated, the batteries can be called on to release the energy to keep your household load operating. Metering. The system meters measure and display several different aspects of micro hydroelectric systems performance and status, tracking the condition of battery, amount of electricity produced and used, consumed. Main DC connected. In battery-based system, a disconnected between the batteries and inverter is required. Disconnected is a DC rated banker mounted in a sheet metal enclosure. It allows the inverter to disconnected from the batteries. 4. Service and protects the inverter to battery wiring against the electrical faults. Inverter. Inverter transforms the DC electricity storage in battery into AC electricity for powering household appliances. Grid-tied inverters synchronize the system's output with the utility AC electricity, allowing the system to feed hydroelectricity to the utility grid. The battery-based inverters for off-grid or grid-tied system often include a battery charger which is applicable of charging battery bank from either the grid or backup generator. Micro hydel power working principle. So hydropower is based on simple concept moving water turns a turbine, the turbine spins a generator stir and electricity is produced. Many other components may be in a system but it all beings with the energy already within the moving after. Water power is the combination of heat, head and flow. Both must be present to produce to electricity. Consider a typical hydro system. Water is diverted from a steam into a pipeline where it is direct downhill and flow through the turbine. The vertical drop head creates pressure at the bottom end of the pipeline. The pressurized water drives the turbine more flow या more head produce more electricity. Electrical power output will always be slightly less than water power input due to the turbine and system efficiencies. Flow is water quantity and is pressed as volume per time such as gallon per minute GPP, GPM, cubic feet per second CPS or liters per minute LPM. Design flow is the maximum flow for which your hydro system is designed. It will likely be less than maximum flow of your stream, especially during the rain season, more than your minimum flow and compromise between potential electrical output and system cost.